Hi, welcome back. It's Joe from Just Irises. Today I'm here with David Moore in Tupelo, Mississippi. He is showing us some of his seedlings, and I'm excited to learn what tips he's going to give us on hybridizing and how to grow seedlings.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Moore.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, and welcome back to our show. I'm Dylan Just.
And I'm Mike Just.
And we are
Just Irises.
On my tags, I have, when I do a cross, 23 is the year that I did it, and this was the 24th cross of that year.
Oh, I see.
And then I put the parents on it, and this particular cross was a cross between two of my seedlings.
I see. So does that have to take extra years in order to do that? You have to let the seedlings...
Typically, anything that was crossed this spring,
Okay.
would be producing seeds by now, and those seeds could be planted this fall, and they would be small seedlings next year, and the following year
Okay.
they could be blooming.
Got it.
So the 25, 26, and 27 would be the first year expected to bloom.
Okay, so when you want to cross seedlings with seedlings, that takes years.
Yes. So it took at least 2 years to see the first seedling,
Right.
to decide that I want to use it for a cross,
Right.
and then at least 2 more years after that
I
to
see.
get the next generation.
Got it. So if you did it for 10 times over, we're
Yeah.
talking 20 years.
And these
Wow.
these were crossed from 1999 seedlings, and
Wow.
they were crossed in 2023.
Wow. So it's a commitment of
Right.
planning. Wow.
When I was shooting for more days of bloom for an individual flower,
Mm-hmm.
I did a daily inventory of everything, and I kept track of every bloom, how long every bloom lasted, which was a huge chore.
Wow. That's right.
A lady from the local newspaper reporter came out to talk to me, and I told her, I said, at this point, mid-season, I'm doing this, but it's like I'm swimming across the Mississippi River and I'm halfway. It's too late to turn back.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. You're committed now.
Yeah.
Or like what I do is I take a picture of the iris the first day it blooms, and then I take a picture of the last day it blooms. So then you can look back in the pictures, like this one bloomed May 5th, and then it died, and then the last bud was May 25th. Then you'll know it survived for like that many
I may
days.
start doing that
Yeah.
on my seedling farm next year.
Mm.
Right. What I've evolved to now is recording in a spreadsheet
Okay.
the first day that it bloomed, and then going by every day checking.
Right.
And when there's no longer any blooming, then I record that date as the end date.
Mm.
And that's how I'm
That-
coming up with my total days of bloom.
And that makes sense.
It's a little slope here, so you would think, well, this is good drainage, but you can't tell drainage by the slope.
Okay.
The drainage is based on soil structure, so you need some good large particles in the soil to make it drain well. This is
I see.
fine clay.
Got it. And it seems like clay and sandy loam is more predominant here in Mississippi, just
Yeah.
from what we're driving and we're
Now what we'll find at the seedling farm is a sandy clay,
okay.
which is an excellent soil.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this is real heavy on the clay.
Okay.
And it basically, if I dug a hole here 18 inches deep and filled that hole with water all the way to the surface, came back in 4 hours, it would have only gone down a few inches.
Wow.
And so that's the way to tell whether you've got good drainage or not.
Got it.
Is dig you an 18-inch hole,
And
fill it
find
up with
out.
water, check it in 4 hours and see how much the water went down, and then build the bed up high enough so that you got 12 inches above that water level.
Okay. Okay.
And that keeps your roots
I see.
out of the water zone.
I see. That makes sense.
Raised rows
Yes.
Yep.
for this mound. I grow some on large mounds.
Oh
Like that one and that one behind you up there.
Yeah, it's a big
Oh,
patch
yeah.
right there.
How do you prefer the mounds to the raised?
I
or?
think I like the large mounds.
Mm.
Then I had these
Wow.
small mounds,
Oh, I see.
which work well also.
Yeah, sure. With
But
the blatant.
however high you build
Yeah.
your beds, they're going to settle and erode over time. So you need to go on the err on the high side.
So when that happens, do you dig them up and then replant them over time to add them back up, or?
When I dig and replant, I re-elevate.
Okay,
That
makes
they
sense.
need to be dug. I plant on about 2-foot centers, so that
Okay.
if I planted any closer, they'll begin to run together.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
planting on 2-foot centers, I can let them stay 3 and even 4 years
Okay.
before dividing.
Okay.
Now, as close as you have to plant
Yeah.
in the suburban garden,
Yes.
you're going to have to divide more often.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's you deal with what you have
Right.
and compensate. If you have to plant closer, you just have to divide more
Yeah.
often.
That's all. That's right.
With us, when we planted Suttons, we have like these rocks like separating some of the gardens, and the ones that are right next to the rocks have always bloomed because the heat is like into the rocks and it gives the heat into the irises. Do you have the same thing?
I haven't done that, and heat for us would probably not be the same issue that it is.
That's
for you.
true. Heat down here could be
Down
110
here,
degrees.
Our big issue down here is drainage, moisture.
I see.
If we don't get good drainage, get too much moisture on them, they'll start rotting.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Now, about 5 years ago, I had a novel rot hit this garden. Not the bacterial soft rot that everybody's familiar with. I've worked with Agricultural Extension Service out of Mississippi State University, and they did lab tests and identified Fusarium fungus as being the pathogen that was always present.
Wow.
Then once they identified the pathogen, then we started doing field trials out here, and we used a chemical called thiophanate methyl, which was the most effective chemical that we knew for treating fungus.
It's in most of the copper fungicides, I think.
So we used that, and we trialed it against 5 different biological treatments and an untreated group. There was one of the biologicals that outperformed thiophanate methyl.
Wow.
And there were a couple of them that did no better than untreated.
Okay.
But the one that outperformed was called Obtego, O-B-T-E-G-O.
Okay.
Which is
I think I've seen that.
which is a blend of 2 different fungus, two strains of the same
Wow.
fungus. And the way it works is by colonizing the root system of the iris, and then it goes scavenging for the bad fungus. I believe the bad fungus is its food source.
I see.
But from the root system, it goes and gets the bad fungus, and its process of colonizing the root system causes the roots to grow prolifically. When I dug irises that had been treated, they had the most robust root system that I've ever seen.
Wow.
So I had to use that about every 30 days
Okay.
the first year.
Okay.
And then the next year I used it in the spring and the fall.
Okay.
And the following year I used it one time. I didn't use it at all this year, but I'll probably give it at least a spring treatment next year.
So you noticed the massive increase in the rhizome strength and roots
I
system.
believe what caused the rot could have been 2 things. I had bad leaf spot, and I used a fungicide to control the leaf spot.
Of course.
I think that fungicide may have killed some beneficial fungus that would have helped keep the fusarium under control. The other thing is I brought in large quantities of compost from our municipal compost pile, and I'm pretty certain that we got fusarium brought in that compost.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I haven't been using outside compost since then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, leaf spot as a whole, right? It's not damaging. It's
ugly.
It's the appearance.
Yeah, it's ugly, but it's not going to hurt the plant.
Which is good to know, right?
Of course, the iris world, conditions change every year. You have wet years, you have dry years, you have different temperature variations, and so you'll have a problem and you'll attribute that problem to something that may or may not be the real cause of it.
Of course.
You'll do something to resolve it, and you think what you did fixed it.
Right.
It may or may not have. It takes a long time, a lot of experience to come up with, scientifically what the cause and effect really was.
Makes sense.
And so far as advice, the best advice you can get will come from experienced growers close to home. For example, you may encounter iris borers.
Right.
We don't have iris borers down here. I couldn't tell you what to do about iris borers because I've never seen them.
That's the thing that I hate. Like when we divided up some of our gardens, some of the rotting parts I would just break off, and there's a borer right inside of it.
Our chickens love them.
Yeah, it's feeds the chickens. That's the one good thing about the borers.
This far south, we don't deal with borers.
Is there any animal that you do deal with that's like a pain?
Crickets will eat the nibble on the rhizomes.
Oh, okay.
Voles will
it's like a mole type of thing.
tunnel under the iris and eat the roots and eat part of the rhizome. I haven't, thank goodness, had problems with voles.
That's good.
Basically, voles are kind of like a field mouse that come in and take over the tunnels that moles and they do a lot of havoc.
A lot of hybridizers, from what we've found out, they're hybridizing for branching, right, Dylan? Branching, bud count,
budding,
right?
The size of the standards, the size of the falls, the size
right?
Of the beard,
Form, right? I haven't heard a lot of hybridizers mention a ton regarding increases and root structure, and I know it may not be at the forefront of the hybridization focus, but
is there like a way to make like the roots thicker or something?
Well, is that something that, as a hybridizer, is it ever a thought that crosses your mind, or is it just kind of like, well, I only have X amount of years to figure out the colors that I'm looking for, what takes precedent and why?
I have not given thought to the root structure itself. The number of increases, you want to have sufficient increases off the rhizome for the plant to have a future.
Right.
So
makes sense.
I don't recall offhand what the judge's handbook specifies, but it's somewhere in the range of 3 to 6 increases per year. The rebloomers will have more increases than the non-rebloomers.
Oh, I see.
Because they create all these increases so they can have the rebloom.
That makes sense.
So there's a lot of this one has pumped up a lot more than say these over here.
Right.
Yeah.
I see.
They were the same age plants when they were planted. This is a rebloomer that was blooming last week.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's got a lot of buds on it actually.
This thing started blooming in April.
Wow.
And it has bloomed every month since April.
Every month since April.
April through July.
You said you were looking for in answer to
And
how many
this-
blooms. Yeah.
This is another creation of Walter Moore's, who
Okay.
was in Oakland, Mississippi.
Okay.
So when I do a cross, I put the organza bag over the seed pod.
Okay.
Then when the pod matures, and inside that, I have a number
Okay.
on a waterproof label.
Okay.
When the pod matures, I harvest the seed out of it, put them back in the same bag. That label stays with it. I'll tell you how I do it.
Yes.
And then I'll tell you the other ways that you can do it.
Okay.
You may be in as far north as you are.
Right.
You may not do it the way I do it. But I have the seeds in this bag.
Okay.
I store this bag for them to dry.
Yep.
I usually just stick me a pin up above the mold in there, hang
Okay.
this on it.
Okay.
Then when I'm ready to start germinating them, I take all of these bags just like they are, put them inside a bowl filled with water,
Okay.
and I soak it for a week.
Okay.
Every day I change the water.
Okay.
After a week, I take all of these bags and I put them in a Ziploc bag,
Oh wow.
and I cut slits in the corners so that I can run water into the bag and it'll run out the slits.
That's a good idea.
All right.
That's a good idea.
Then these should have probably already been planted,
Look at that, Dale.
Oh wow.
but you see all the roots there, and they're normally not anywhere near that long when I plant them.
So are these the seedlings that you crossed this year?
These are from still seedlings that I'm catching up on from 2019.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Uh,
So they could last for years.
yes.
Wow.
That's good to know.
But we'll take these out. I'll take a gallon pot, put the potting mix in it, lay seeds around on top of that potting mix, and then put about an inch of potting mix on top of that. Water that in, keep them moist until they're growing real good.
So right now I am at David Moore's seedling garden. He's about to give me a little VIP tour of his seedling garden.
And where are we?
Right now, where are we?
We're about 20 miles south of Tupelo, Mississippi, in a little community called Troy.
Okay.
That's where we are.
That's right.
This bed here was a seedling bed that was planted on a 12-inch grid, and I dug everything in that bed this year and kept the selects out of it and discarded a lot. And then I replanted on 2-foot centers, and I just lined out as close as I could plant them everything that came out of the top of that seedling.
Mm-hmm.
So each seedling has one row here 2 feet apart.
Yeah.
I see.
This section down here without weeds is the last ones that I did, and it hasn't rained a lot since I planted them. This up here was same type soil. It's very weedy because it's had rain on it to germinate the seeds. Now I'll come in here and I'll use Fusilade 2, which is like grass be gone,
Okay.
to kill the crabgrass and the grasses. And this, if I had treated with pre-emerge, we wouldn't have this.
That's the weed preventer.
If
Right.
I'd done preen, for example,
Right.
since it's already germinated and growing now, I'll have to do a post-emerge. And I haven't found one that says it's safe for irises, but I'm using one called cloprilid that seems to be, it's working well killing the weeds and seems to be safe for the irises.
Okay.
But it's not labeled for irises. That bed over there is about 3 years old.
Okay.
Okay. Did you plant those flowers there?
No, those are
They
just
just grew wild.
wildflowers.
Yeah.
Right.
When Miss Rye was here, she liked to look out at the wildflowers, so I when I cut the grass here, if there was a clump of wildflowers, I mowed around it and
Okay,
Yeah.
left them for her to enjoy.
that's
And I
nice.
got a lot of wildflower seeds. These over everywhere I've got a stake over there is a different seed pod.
Okay,
And these are ones that I have selected and culled already.
okay.
So this year I dug those crossings, kept my best ones here and discarded the rest.
I say he's spreading them out because these are the ones that he's keeping. You see.
Yep.
So he's giving them some room
Yeah.
to spread.
Are you ever gonna start like making your own like website, like start selling?
I have a Facebook page
Uh-huh.
called Granddaddy's Iris Gardens, but I do not ship.
Right.
I have the pots that you saw
Yeah.
at the house, so that when I have visitors, they can take pots home with them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only way I sell right now. That bed over there is about 3 years old.
Okay.
Okay. Did you plant those flowers there?
No, those are
They
just,
just grew wild.
wildflowers.
Yeah.
Right.
When Miss Rye was here, she liked to look out at the wildflowers. So when I cut the grass here, if there was a clump of wildflowers, I mowed around it and
Okay.
Yeah.
left them for her to enjoy.
That's
Mhm.
And I
nice.
got a lot of wildflower seeds. Dancing Dragon's Iris in Morristown, Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
Thornberry.
introduces my iris.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
So sweet tea and biscuits and Sarah with an H are available
Yeah.
to them.
That's great.
Do you keep track of your purple-based foliage ones? Like for some of ours, we might mark it down and say, like, Oregano Flow is purple-based foliage. This one's not. Like, do you like mark which one it is?
I don't-
Because
I
when
will.
it spreads, it might.
If I introduce that, if I were to introduce that, I would describe it with the purple-based foliage. At this point, start some of my newer crosses,
That's a
Oh, I see.
really nice rhizome. It's
and
got a bunch of little sprouts.
so we'll just break that off. And now that's already opened. If I didn't have the bag on it, we would have spilled the seeds here
Yeah.
and lost them.
Is there any, like-
Hybridizers usually keep a close eye on these, and as soon as they're
Yeah.
beginning to crack or mature, they go ahead and harvest them.
Okay.
But some people like me that live a good distance from the farm bag them to catch the seed.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah, go ahead and break that one off.
Below it. There you go.
I don't see any.
These may not have had seeds. Sometimes you get a pod that looks like it's going to produce seeds, but it winds up being empty, and they call that an air pod. So that was an air pod.
An AirPod. It's funny.
The AirPods. Yeah, that's the.
So there's no seed in there.
Keep an eye real
No
close.
seed in there
in case-
either.
Yep, that was empty too.
Yeah.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
Man.
That's sad.
Yeah. Now you know what an AirPod is, and it's not what you put in your ear.
I know that.